Imagine a world where the ships still have fuel, the ports are open, and the goods are ready to move, but nothing leaves the dock. This is not a physical blockade of steel and warships. It is a blockade of paper and ink. We are witnessing the birth of the insurance blackout. The exact moment the world's most powerful maritime insurers decided that the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf are no longer insurable. Without insurance, a trillion-dollar cargo ship is nothing more than a floating liability that no port on Earth will accept. The global supply chain hasn't just slowed down, it has hit an invisible, impenetrable wall. While the media focuses on the infrared footage of missiles, the real war is being won by the actuaries in London and Zurich who just signed the death warrant of global trade. The ships are anchored, the shelves are waiting. The reset has begun. In the last 48 hours, the war risk premium for any vessel attempting to cross the Bab el-Mandeb Strait has spiked by an unprecedented 1,000%. For a standard Suezmax tanker, the cost of the insurance premium alone now exceeds the total value of the fuel it carries for the entire journey. But here is the dark, hidden secret. Even if a shipping company has the billions required to pay, many insurers are now invoking force majeure clauses and canceling existing policies mid-voyage. Right now, hundreds of ships are drifting as ghost vessels, sailing in international waters with zero legal coverage and zero protection. They are the most expensive, most vulnerable targets in human history, abandoned by the financial systems that built them. To understand this collapse, you have to look at the heart of global trade, not in New York or Shanghai, but at Lloyd's of London. For over 300 years, this institution has been the final word on the risk of the world. But as Iranian-backed drones and US-led carrier groups turn the Persian Gulf into a high-intensity kinetic zone, Lloyd's has issued a Grade 5 Red Zone advisory. This is more than a warning. It is a digital boycott. By pulling coverage, these firms are effectively starving the West of energy and the East of revenue in a single stroke. It is a strategic economic strangulation that no navy, no matter how powerful, can fight with missiles. When the underwriters stop signing, the world stops moving. This insurance collapse is already triggering what insiders call the empty shelf protocol in major Western cities. 90% of the physical goods you buy, from the grain in your bread to the semiconductors in your phone, travel by sea. As ships are forced to take the 4,000-mile detour around the Cape of Good Hope, the just-in-time inventory system of the modern world is disintegrating. We are seeing a 30-day delay on critical food supplies in Europe and North America. This is the chaos tax, a massive invisible price hike on every single item in your local grocery store, driven by nothing more than the fear of a single sea mine. Scarcity is no longer a third world problem. It is the new reality of the developed world. In a desperate attempt to keep the lights on, Western governments are attempting to provide sovereign insurance, using taxpayer billions to guarantee private shipping lines. But there is a terrifying catch. To qualify for this state-backed insurance, shipping companies must agree to total surveillance by military intelligence. The war in the Middle East is being used as a perfect pretext to nationalize the global shipping lanes and monitor every gram of cargo moved across the planet. The elite in their sovereign bunkers don't care about the cost to the taxpayer. They care about the total control of the routes. They have moved their own wealth into hard physical assets, while the public is left to pay the skyrocketing premiums of a dying system. While the Western legacy fleet is anchored and useless, a dark fleet is emerging from the shadows. These are older, unmarked tankers insured by shadow entities in Moscow and Tehran, using gold-backed policies that exist outside the Western financial grid. While your products are stuck in a legal limbo, the Dark Fleet continues to move oil and advanced weaponry through the conflict zone with total immunity. The global economy is splitting into two distinct realities: a clean economy that is paralyzed by legal risk, and a shadow economy that thrives on the very chaos that is destroying you. The insurance blackout is the ultimate kill switch. It is the final, irreversible phase of the Great Decoupling. By making international trade legally impossible, the controllers are forcing a global resource realignment. When the ships stop, the old dollar-based world order dies with them, because the dollar only has value if it can buy the world's resources. The war between America and Iran is the loud catalyst, but the silent objective is the total restructuring of the human supply chain into a controlled, rationed system. They are burning the old maps to ensure you can never find your way back to the old world. Across the globe, the world's greatest ports are becoming dead zones. From Rotterdam to Singapore, the massive cranes are silent, casting long shadows over empty berths. The insurance companies have calculated that it is far cheaper to let the world economy burn to the ground than to cover the catastrophic cost of a single major escalation in the Strait of Hormuz. They aren't predicting a disaster, they are ensuring its arrival. The underwriters have spoken, and the sentence is economic death. The next time you see an empty shelf or a sold-out notice at your local store, remember the insurance blackout. The link of civilization has been broken, not by a missile in the sky, but by a signature on a desk in London. The world is being rewritten in real time, and the price of safety is the total death of your economic freedom. The board is empty. The policy is dead. The reset is live. The sea is dark. The policy is canceled. The reset is here. Don't hold your breath.